Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Theme Deck Corner. Today we are going to be looking over the first of two theme decks for the Battle Arena Black and White Kyurem set. Today we are going to be looking over the Black Kyurem set. Kind of wanted to go in alphabetical order here, and they kind of popped up that way in my deck listing, so I went with the first one that came to mind. Now I know in the last video you guys saw I actually said that we'd be showcasing this next week, but the way we were doing our MLPB was I thought I was on the Sunday, so that video you guys just saw on Monday was actually meant for the Friday, and that's why I said next week. Either way, you are going to get these two theme decks today and Friday, as long as everything goes according to plan and I don't run out of time, because I've been a little bit lazy in my recording, and needless to say, I'm trying to get it done. Anyway, moving on to Black Kyurem EX here. He has 180 HP. This one particularly is Dragon type. Has 3 energies for that slash attack, 60 damage, and you have Black Ballista for 2 water, 1 lightning, 1 colorless, 200 damage. You gotta discard 3 energies attached to it though. Now, one thing I have to mention though is, even though this is a theme deck corner episode, we are going into the expanded format because the Black Kyurem, both versions are definitely expanded. They are no longer in standard. And unfortunately, you have to play it in that format to use the deck. But this deck, if you guys are looking just to buy them just for particular utility, I'll showcase some of the trainers in a moment, and oh my, you should just buy it for the trainers, because they are fantastic. Heavily recommend them. Definitely go get yourself a set of this thing, because it's just amazing. Next up is Black Kyurem again. Now, I know there's 2 of them in this one. There's only 1 of each variant. But for whatever reason, they decided to put both variants in this one instead of having consistency. But that's alright with me, because it just adds to a little bit more fun, a little bit more flavor. It's good. This one also has 180 HP, still Dragon type. Dragon Fang is its first attack for 1 lightning, 2 colorless. You are still going to be doing 6 damage. However, you do get to flip a coin, and if heads, you get to paralyze. Now, this guy's second attack does not do as much damage. However, you don't have to discard the energy. Instead, your free shock for 1 water, 2 lightning, 1 colorless is going to do 150 damage. However, you can't attack during your next turn. So that is the downside to that particular one. Alright, so you see in front of us we have a lot of electric types. And I want to go through every last one of them. So we're starting with a Mulga, the 70 HP lightning type Pokemon with Call for Family. This will help us get those good old EXs and whatever we need to do to get them out on the bench. We may have to waste a turn, and in expanded format, we don't have turns to waste, so Mulga, I'm hoping he can kind of come through with us at least for a little bit. Next up, we are running the Magnezone line, the Stage 2 Electric type with 140 HP. We are not going to be running that Thunder Blast as long as we can't. Like, if we don't have to, we ain't touching it. The 2 lightning, 1 colorless, 100 damage attack, no thanks. We only care about that Magnetic Circuit ability. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a lightning energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, hopefully trying to increase that nice lively bench of Pokemon that we're gonna have from all this stuff. Next up, they did the same thing with the Kyurems as they do with Thundurus. We got 2 different variants. I don't like the artwork on this one, but he's kind of cool. He's got 110 HP, lightning Pokemon of course, has charge, search your deck for a lightning energy and attach it to this Pokemon, shuffle your deck afterwards. You'll also have Disaster Volt, 2 lightning, 1 colorless, 80 damage, discard energy attached to this Pokemon. Not a great card overall. We'll see how well it plays out. Then you got Thundurus again. This one's from Furious Fists. 120 HP, lightning Pokemon with Raging Thunder Punch. 1 lightning, 1 colorless, 30 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has a Pokemon tool card attached to it, this card will do 30 damage as well. So you'll get a potentially 60 damage, because let's be honest here, most Pokemon nowadays have a tool card. Not bad. It has Lightning Slam as well. 2 lightning, 1 colorless, 100 damage. This Pokemon can't use Lightning Slam during your next turn. We have the Electrode, 90 HP Lightning Pokemon with Stage 1. Has that Magnetic Draw, which is actually a pretty cool ability here, because once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 4 in hand. So it's ideally an evolved Oranguru, which is really cool. We've seen what our Oranguru can do in Standard, and hopefully this Electrode can help us out a little bit in the, expanded format. Lastly, for Pokemon, we do have the Kyurem, the regular form. We have 130 HP Water-type Pokemon. Let's be clear here. We've got an entire deck of electric types and 1 water type. Either way, I just want to point that out. It has Outrage for 2 colorless energy. You're going to do 20 damage, plus 10 for each additional damage counter on this thing. So our maximum damage output is 140. It also has Glaciate, 2 water, 1 colorless. This attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Very, very good attack. However, you are going to need 3 energy to waste on it. Alright, getting into our trainers here. We've got the Energy Retrieval. Put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. We've got an Escape Rope. Each player switches their active with one of their bench. Beautiful. Pretty simple. We've got a nice, easy level ball. We've got a Pokemon Communications. This is an expanded card. Reveal a Pokemon in your hand and put it on top of your deck. If you do, you get to search your deck for a Pokemon. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle afterwards. So you're literally doing a trade, which is cool. So this way, instead of getting 1 Black Kyurem, I get the other one, whichever one I want to get. Or if I have 2 Magnemites, a Magneton but no Magnezone, I can take my extra Magnemite and make it become a Magnezone, which is much more important. We have that we have the Professor's Letter. You get to search your deck for up to 2 basic energies, reveal them, put them into your hand. We've got ourselves a rare candy for that Magnezone. Choose one of your basic Pokemon in play, evolve it. Done. We've got the Super Rod. Shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. We've got a Switch. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched. We've got a Trainer's Mail. Now this, of course, is a brand new card, technically speaking. Artistically, it's got that new artwork and it is holographic, so it's really, really pretty. Pretty much you get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a trainer card from there. If you find one, put it into your hand and then shuffle the rest of the cards back into the deck. We've got 2 Ultra Balls, which is actually great because Ultra Balls are always pleasant to have. So those are great. We actually do get 1 via Seeker. Put a supporter card from your discard pile back into your hand. And we have a lively cast of supporters. We have 1 Bianca? Yes, 1 Bianca. Draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Shaman, pretty much. We have a Fisherman, which is perfect with Magnezone. You get to put 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. Great, great, great card. We have 1 Lysander, which is very clutch. We have an N. Each player shuffles their hand back into their deck and draws cards equal to their remaining prize cards. We have a Pokemon Fan Club, which is an absolutely beautiful card here because we can get any basic we want, including those Black Kyurems. We have 1 Professor Birch's Observation. You get to shuffle your deck back into your coin. Into your deck, not coin. Flip a coin, and then you can draw cards equal to the heads or tails that you get. Then we have a new art for that Professor Sycamore. Don't worry, guys, I'm still going to be using the full arts from here on in. But I wanted to use it this time because absolutely fantastic artwork on the Sycamore. That artist should be proud. Next up is the Shauna. Shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5 cards. Pretty simple. We have a Skyla. Search your deck for a trainer card. Reveal it, put it in your hand. Shuffle afterwards. We have a Team Mates, which is absolutely fantastic. If one of your Pokemon gets knocked out, and trust me, it will, you get to search your deck for up to 2 cards, any 2 cards, and put them into your hand. Shuffle afterward. We have a Tyranno. You get to draw 3 cards. And we even have a Wally. Search your deck for a card that evolves from your Pokemon and evolve it. Beauty. We even have 1 tool card, and that is the XP share. Lastly, we have, 11 lightning energy and 5 water. So that is going to be the deck we are going to be running today. Hopefully we'll have a few good matches. Black Kyurem is pretty interesting, and again, we are unfortunately going to be going into the expanded format. But it wouldn't be Theme Deck Corner if we didn't have a little bit of challenge and risk in front of us. So without any further ado, let's get into these games and see what happens. Alright guys, our first match is here. Don't mind that win streak, it's not going to happen. That was not towards this deck. I'm just about to give it up, to be honest with you. We are going to see this coin toss. If you guys have not seen too much of the win streak and the new stuff that they did, it's actually been really cool. You can blast through the versus ladder now, especially if you are able to get consistent win after win after win after win. We are not going to get too much of a win here, though. I'm just going to say that right now. Does not look like we're going to get much of a win here. Because I've got a Mulga to start. Now, a Mulga can get me a couple basics and whatever I need to do. And I will be able to attack first. But again, I'm going to have to give up my first turn in expanded format to my opponent. Because I need to call for family. So needless to say, it's going to be an interesting matchup here. My opponent is playing Kyurem as well. Plays that Colress machine, is able to get that plasma energy onto this Kyurem, and this will easily speed up the process of her taking us out here, which is not something I want to brag about. But again, I can easily just go for a call for family. I do have a few item cards here. I can easily Trainer's Mail right now. I can Professor's Letter, get me a couple of those energies. I might Professor's Letter first, get the energies into my hand. We are going to see our opponent has that. What is that one? It's a Prism Energy, and it's literally just colorless energy. So my opponent has 2 colorless energy on them. That's it. No water, nothing like that. I drew another energy. Now I'll be honest, if I can get, you know, Magneton down, oh man, that would be huge. I'm just gonna go for the tier now, actually. Weirdly enough, I don't actually want the N, because I do have a good hand of energy, which I'm about to just drop that down. I can draw 3 if I get Magnezone, which I don't. I could have. I could have had it, but I decided not to. And let's call for family. Let's do it. I want to get a Magnemite. And do I get... I'm going to get this one. We'll put both of them on the bench. See how well we do. Alright, so I just need to get into the Magnezone line now. If I can get... if I get Magnezone... Well, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. If I get a rare candy, I'll switch this Magneton with the Magnezone and use the rare candy, and they'll be able to drop all this energy down. My opponent now has the ability to Frost Spear me. To one of our... it does 30 and 30, or just, you know, lots of damage in general. But cannot use... Ooh, Fighting Fury Belt. So now it has 170 HP, goes for a Juniper. Actually ditches 2 Plasma Energies. Interesting. Does have that Thunderous EX. So I gotta be careful on that. That can actually get a lot of energy from the discard pile if played properly. If played properly. Don't worry, I barely ever play it properly. My opponent got rid of an N and a Juniper, so that leads me to believe that they've got another supporter still in hand. They're not like me, who's just got, you know, 7 energy. They've also got Keldeo. They did get rid of one of their float stones early, so that's an interesting play as well. I'm not too threatened by this, though. I have an Emolga up in front. I've dropped 1 energy, and here comes that Blizzard Burn. Okay, I made a mistake on that Prism Energy. Oh boy, we're in trouble. We're in a little bit of trouble. Just a little bit! Just a little bit. Just a little bit of trouble. I gotta hope and pray that I get Magnezone this turn. If I get any Pokemon, I'll get Magnezone. As long as I don't get End right now. You're literally going for an End right now. Please don't. Please don't go for... I got an Ultra Ball, I can at least try. I can get an energy retrieval, so I can use an Ultra Ball, get rid of one of these. So I should be able to attack this turn. Is that what I'm looking at? If I get an energy, I can go for my Prism. I still can't knock this thing out, though. My opponent plays the Frozen City, switches into Keldeo. It can't attack me. Just, ow! You literally just go for the retreat, and now you can hit me with a Blizzard Burn for 120 damage. I need to knock this thing out, like, now! Like, now! Just hits me for 50. I get a Birch, which is a good card to get. I'm gonna Ultra Ball, 1 water, and the Magnezone. Or sorry, Magneton. Come on, Magnezone. Yes! Okay, full on evolution right here. Boom. Booyah. He's only taken 10. Grab both energies back. Drop the water. I'm gonna take 20 damage for each energy I play. This is disgusting. And I get Tails. I got a Voltorb. I gotta just go for massive damage because they will be able to knock me out this turn. Oh, I'm in trouble. I might just actually go for the Voltorb lead and just attack. And this is all just to take out one Kyurem. This isn't an EX. This isn't anything like that. No, 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 no. It's a Kyurem. My opponent is going to play another Juniper. All that damage because of the Frozen City. I had no choice either. But you guys can see that if you have the Magnezone down in this kind of format, you can actually get Kyurem set up pretty quickly. We managed to actually attack with them, and it was a pretty good attack. I can't attack with them this turn, but I'm going to go down. I'm going to try and take this guy down with a Voltorb, though. That's my goal. Gonna take him down with a Voltorb. I like it. Do you guys? I kind of like it. I got a Sycamore. Alright. Sycamore will go off. We'll get 7 brand new cards. I'm going to put the XP share down onto you. And we're going to roll out. And that's going to knock him out. Voltorb getting it. Knockout. It's so good. I get another Voltorb. Not very good for me. We got rid of a lot of energy. Up comes that Thundurus. And it's got that Plasma, or the Prism energy. My opponent has the Leafeon now. It goes for that computer search, which we do not have in this deck, so we are already... This is so much more at a disadvantage. Oh, it's such a good game. Such a good game. We're putting up a fight, though. We're not, like, completely out of this. Our opponent did lose out on a lot of energy. They did put a lot of pressure into a Kyurem that, unfortunately, is not going to work out at this point. But Thundurus here can attack me and can help set up this Lugia, who can sweep. And there's a choice band. Thankfully, we are not going to play any more EXs. She's just going to try drawing out her entire deck. She's got, what, 14 left? She just drew off a Colress for 9. That's a huge Colress. We're seeing that our opponent has the Umbreon. Each of your Team Plasma Pokemon get 20 more HP. Oh, she's got like so many effects going off. This one here does 20 damage times the number of energies attached to all your opponent's Pokemon. Well, right now we haven't got much. Field Blower is going to go off. It's going to remove my XP share. The one tool card I'm allowed to have, and you get rid of it. And up comes that Ride Knuckle, which will knock me out. Aha, we got 50 damage. 50 damage down onto that Thundurus. But I can't really do anything. My opponent just needs 2 more prizes and they'll pretty much claim this game. We're gonna bring up the Deoxys, forcing a nice little bit of hopeful stall here. I played that wrong. I'm gonna bring back 3 Lightning Energy back into the deck. Get Electrode. Now I can't play him because I did just play the Voltorb this turn. I'm gonna charge. I have a good deck, she says. I appreciate it. I don't know what to go off of on that regard. But she has Deoxys in front. She can Keldeo. Don't get me wrong. She can just Keldeo. She's got a Float Stone. She'll have the ability to switch out. And if she knocks me out with Lugia right now, it will be game. And from the looks of it, she drops double colorless energy. 120 damage will easily knock me out. Here's the Shadow Triad. Put a Plasma card from your discard pile back in your hand. It's going to be that Colress machine, for sure. This will get her the opportunity to play another energy onto this Lugia. No, it's the Colress. I apologize. Now, she's already supported, so she can't play the Colress this turn. She's actually passing. I'm going to put down the Electrode. Drop down this water. We'll go with the Magnet Circuit to drop the Lightning Energy. And we are going to go with our Electrode's Magnetic Draw. Get a few more cards. And we're going to go for that Disaster Bolt. Gonna hit for 80 and get rid of that electric. This is what I get for saying that Thundurus has bad artwork. He's my lead and he's the only thing I have that can actually... Oh, that is gonna be the game right there. That is gonna be game right there, guys. I know it because that Keldeo can just switch in, get that Lugia in, which is her pride and joy, and literally all she needs is to get 2 energies and she'll win. Because it only costs 4 colorless energy, but she has to have a plasma energy. Does get a Thundurus. Does go for a Colress machine. Now, she only has 11 cards. She does not have one in there. Never mind, this may not be it. She should have, she lost one previously. She should have gotten one from there. I am Hypnotoxic Lasered, so I am poisoned now. We do see that Colress go off. She does add those cards back into her deck, but she draws herself down to 5. And again, it's interesting if she's got any energy. She's going to switch into that Keldeo. go into Lugia. And there's that double colorless energy. There's that game. Good game. Good game. I saw that Lugia play coming a mile away, but I knew it was going to happen. Unfortunately, our win streak has been defeated, but we had a good matchup. I did the best I could do with the deck that I had, and I don't feel too bad about it. Like I said, expanded games are pretty hard because you don't know what you're going up against a lot of the time, and some of them can be pretty difficult. We got a bit of a lucky there. She has more of almost felt like a Highlander sort of deal with the amount of plasma Pokemon she had. But with that being said, let's get into round number 2, see if we can pull off a win. Again, I'm not highly, but again, I'm all for the fun, and honestly, when you're buying these decks, you're looking at pretty much just getting those staple cards anyway. So let's see if my rambling can stop now, and let's get into match number 2. Alright guys, match number 2 is against Roy 10 General playing Psychic type. So this could still be Garbodor, so if it is Garbodor, I have to be careful, because Garbodor will be able to just destroy me. We are going to win the coin toss, so at least we won something today. We are going to play first. We're going to hope and get that Magnemite like turn 1. We are not. We are going to get a Thundurus and a Voltorb, but the that Voltorb could come in clutch, getting us that magnetic draw. If we can get it a little earlier than we did in the last game, we might be able to pull it off. Alright, now we do have a decent starting hand. Unfortunately, our VS Seeker is actually in our hand, and of course, I have a Sycamore to go with it. So I have to discard the VS Seeker, meaning it's useless to me. But for the long haul, I'm not too bad. I really don't want a Sycamore right now, because I have a decent hand, and I don't want to get rid of this Lysander. I wish I had the N right now. The N would have been such a better better supporter to have versus the Sycamore right now. But it is what it is. I'm going to drop this Lightning Energy down. It's going to be Espeon. I'm just going to ditch out my hand because that's what I should do. I did not get anything worth noting. And we're going to pass this turn. I'll be able to Raging Thunder Punch this turn. So my opponent is going to become that Espeon. Kind of interested to see if we will see that tool card get dropped onto it. Espeon GX is here. This is going to be scary. I don't like Espeon GX for the simple fact of that Psybeam. For turn 1, Psybeam will go right into 30 damage confusion, and it's powerful. So my opponent is automatically going to Lysander my Black Kyurem into the play, which is a big problem. Big problem. Because I'm not set up for this thing. My opponent's going to grab a Hoopa, so he's got some EXs in here as well. Drops that Hoopa, Scoundrel ringing into these EXs. Could be going for Mew and Shaman. Mew's a scary Pokemon. And drops that Shaman. Does get the ability to draw 4 additional cards right now. And we're about to see Max Elixir for that Mew. Nope, does not work out, which is good for me. So we're not playing Garbodor, we're playing Espeon Mew. Now we are confused. I can't do anything about this anyway, so I'm kind of stuck. I'm just going to continue setting up Thundurus. I could escape rope. No, I can't. You know, because the one turn that I actually need it, it's prized. I was about to say there's no Magnezones, but they're both in my hand right now. What do I go for? Do I go for a Wally for next turn? Let's do that. Because at least I can get that the Electrode. I can kind of start doing something, but I'm going to have to pass this turn. Unfortunately, there isn't much going on here. I'm just going to be probably losing this Black Kyurem rather quickly, in fact. The Psychic can easily take me out in the next couple turns. We're going to see a Juniper. My opponent is going to get rid of a bunch of supporters, including that Field Blower, which obviously my opponent does not think I need to worry about. He needs to worry about it. Does play Trainer's Mail, gets a Floatstone. And it'll probably go on that Hoopa. And it does. Hoopa gets the float stone, so I can't trap it, which is a good way of doing it, but I have already lost my Lysander, so there's no way of getting that back. I'm going to take 60. Gonna drop a nice lightning energy down onto our Thunderous, who can hit for at least 100 damage. I'm gonna Wally. Let's get that electrode out into the field. Boom! And pass, because I can't get out of here. Psychic energy onto the Mew. And we're going to take another 60, so we're up to 150 damage right now. We're going to get a Birch. I just want to end. Seriously, just want to end. Not that great of a play either. Oh boy. Okay, so Magnemite's on the field. Thunderous is coming down. I'm going to hold off on using the level ball. I can use it on the following turn. I can switch. Go into our Thunderous and get some damage down onto this Espeon before... Ooh, let's get a draw. Let's get a draw. See what we can get here. I get a Magneton, or Magnezone, so in a couple turns, if everything goes according to plan, I can get that Magnezone down. And, yeah. We're going to hit him for a Lightning Slam. 100 damage. Halfway to knocking out this Espeon. Not a big deal. But I am stopping my opponent from... Ooh. 6-3, 6-9. I'm gonna get knocked out. Drops a double colorless energy down onto that Mew, and we are going to see that we're in a bad position. Golbat. They've got Golbat here. Oh man. Okay, so you see Psychic. My opponent picks up that first prize with the Thunderous, and I don't know what to go into. I'm gonna play Thunderous. I have no energy. There we go. Speak of the devil. There it is. Thunder energy on there. Electric energy, sorry. I'm just gonna Magnet. I'm gonna get this Magnezone down. Then I can at least Birch out the following hand. I got nothing better. I got nothing better. Alright, let's Magnet pull. Magnet draw for a Shauna. I'm gonna keep my hand as is. I'm gonna charge. Actually, I'm not. I'm not gonna charge. 3, 6, 9. It's 3. Does 90 damage. I can come close to knock it. No, I cannot knock this thing out now. Hypnotoxic Laser. Tails on the Sleep, which is beautiful because I didn't want that anyway. Night Sight. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. Oh, that is broken. And GlitchxCity is going to make this just even worse. So now I will be getting knocked out here. The GlitchxCity gym, yeah, I take 90, because I've got the... Is it 90? Divide GX. Knocks out my Black Kyurem to claim 2 prizes, and continues on to do damage to my Thunderous, is my assumption? Or is it... Yeah. Yep, that is the best answer right there. I'm going to take 60. 70 damage. So I'll get 1 turn with this. Takes the prizes for that. I'm going to take 30. I'm going to live on 10. Going to live on 10. We get the nice old Magnezone drop here. I'm going to drop a nice card here. Fisherman. Get me 4 energy. And we're just going to start magnet circuiting I have to. Let's get all this energy onto the board. This one. This one over here. This one over here. Here. And this one over here. And now we're just going to go for that nice old disaster volt. We're going to do some damage, but we are in a very bad position. My opponent can easily just... Oh, there it is. I get knocked out. And I'm actually going to lose this match. Because I can't go into the Magnet Zone because I'll just die. I can't retreat. I can't do anything. And I lose here because this was my attacker. So I'm going to lose all that energy that I just dropped. Either way, I couldn't do it. There's nothing I can do here. This Mew Espeon is just amazing. Because that Mew can go for anything else as well. It can go for an attack that I have. I get an energy, which I can drop. I'm going to guarantee at least 5, because getting 4 is not good. And I get water energy. Yay! I'm at least going to put 3 lightning energy back in the deck, but I have to pass. I got shut down pretty hard in this one. Like, this one wasn't even like, you know, okay, he could, you know, pull something out. No. This one is, I got destroyed. My opponent played a fantastic matchup. Down comes the Choice Band. Down comes an energy onto the Tauros. Max Elixir is going to miss. Does not mean anything. Hypnotoxic Lasers me, so it means I'll be taking a lot of poison damage in between turns. And, yeah. Another Hypnotoxic Laser aiming for that sleep. Does not get it either time. That is 4 Hypnotoxic Lasers in this episode where I did not go to sleep. So, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not going to deny that. But here comes that Ultra Fang. I'm taking a... Well, guys, it was interesting, but I'm going to die right now going into their turn. My Magnet Zone does drop, and that is going to be today's episode. So, to be fair on the deck, it's not that the deck itself was bad. In terms of theme deck format, it's actually quite good. It does have that ability to have really good synergy, get those Kyurems going. It does have that Magnet Zone, which you do get pulled off. Like, I pulled it off twice in 2 matches. So it's not impossible to get your Stage 2 out of there. Unfortunately, because of where you have to play it, you have to tweak these decks consistently. And you'll see it again tomorrow in Friday's episode where we do White Kyurem and see if their deck is any better. But I don't feel like it's going to. I feel like it's going to probably showcase the same idea here. You need to tweak these decks and make them your own. And unfortunately, because we are playing them in theme deck format, we are using them just as base and butter. That is going to be it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Again, these episodes are to showcase the deck at its base form. Maybe not so much because I'm not that great of a player, but you know what? You guys get to see it in action. And hopefully there are some ways you guys can fix these decks up and make them your kind of own, make them even better, and then use them in the expanded format to actually win some games, unlike me, where I just lose everything. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button, because it does mean the world to me that you guys come out here on the regular and watch these videos, because, you know, creating content for myself just isn't the same unless you guys are watching. But yeah. That's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. But until then, time out.